Brands have been digging deep into the archives and resurfacing vintage-style dive watches. And so, it's a welcome change to see a new take on a popular genre from Tissot. I'm Jonathan Ho, editor for Augustman, and let's dive right into the Seastar 2000. An excellent Swiss-made dive watch with contemporary looks and exceptional functionality, the Tissot Seastar 1000 made a niche for itself in the affordable dive watch segment of the market. But this year, Tissot has added a professional-grade Seastar 2000 to the family with even better build quality, finishing and aesthetics. At 46mm, the Seastar 2000 possesses immense wrist presence. It's large, it's thick, 16.25mm thick to be exact. But should such a magnificently proportioned timepiece be daunting for anyone with anything other than large wrists? Not really. Its fairly compact lugs and just the right taper, the tool watch wears closer to 45mm with barely any overhang, sitting firmly right on your arm. A rugged sportive case with sophisticated finishing throughout, the Seastar 2000 is the embodiment of what appears to be one of the most unexpectedly handsome executions for a diver's watch. The sides of the case are vertically brushed, with the exception of the mirror polish strip running across the mid-case. The top of the lugs, down to the crown guards, de rigueur for serious dive watches, are also nicely finished. The pièce de résistance of the Seastar 2000 has to be its dial. Nothing short of stunning, the etching of the dial is crisp and smoked, that is to say, gradient from light to dark, like the undulating oceans. It's a unique pattern not found on the 1000. There are also 3 available dial variations for this model, 2 different blue gradient versions and 1 more classic grey variant. But my favourite is the Turkish blue turquoise edition. Framed by a glossy ceramic bezel, the waves create a great visual dynamic, but as we leave the centre of the dial and approach the periphery, the raised minute track with applied markers filled with superluminova almost make it look like the depths of the ocean sit on a cup on your wrist. But don't let its pretty good looks fool you. A large triangular index at 12 o'clock for easy orientation in the dark or underwater, and a steel-framed big date window at 6 for symmetry. The Seastar 2000 is a serious diving watch. Diving ISO 6425 compliance and a water resistance of 600 meters made possible with a large 8mm screw-down crown and a helium escape valve on the opposite of the case. Tissot takes the diving credibility of the Seastar 2000 seriously, right down to its large crown for easy gripping and manipulation. Thick, broadsword hands provide legibility, while the extended lollipop seconds hand with the signature T counterbalance reaches all the way to the markers on the chapter ring. The Powermatic 80 beats at the heart of the Tissot Seastar 2000. 80 hours power reserve provided by the energy efficiencies resulting from taking a 28,800 vibrations beat rate and then dropping that down to 21,600 vibrations. The extended running time without compromising precision, each Powermatic 80 caliber leaves the factory properly adjusted. Equipped with a Nivacron balance spring made of an alloy with titanium and a considerable reduction in the influence of the residual effect of a magnetic field on the running of a watch. The Swiss-made balance spring, made of a titanium base, is very effective against temperature variations experienced in wearing conditions while offering excellent shock resistance. Dressed with a solid 22mm steel bracelet that tapers slightly, the Seastar 2000 looks more refined with polished center links. But when you're ready to take it out of urban settings and into the wet and wild, the 22mm lug width will make it incredibly easy to find straps to play with. When it comes to dive watches in a competitive field, the Tissot Seastar 2000 stands out as a leader in the genre, exhibiting features and finishing that are unmatched with competing products in its price range. The Seastar reaches deep and sets a new standard when it comes to competitively priced, high-spec dive watches.